Episode 6 Through the City Lights. Kaia's POV, night had fallen over Paris, and the city was alive with a warm, glowing energy that Kaia had always loved. But tonight felt different. As she walked through the bustling streets with Avery by her side, the world seemed both bigger and smaller all at once. Every flicker of light, every conversation passing them by, felt like it was carrying them somewhere new. She stole a glance at Avery, who was staring up at the Eiffel Tower in awe. It was strange to see her like this, in her city, in her world. The thought of how far Avery had traveled just to be with her filled Kaia with a warmth she hadn't expected. It was overwhelming in the best way, like something too big to contain. As they walked toward a quiet spot along the Seine, Kaia felt a nervous energy bubbling inside her. The question of what now hung in the air between them. Their connection had always been defined by words on a screen, but now they were face to face, and Kaia wasn't sure what came next. Could they really build something here, in this messy, beautiful city? Avery's POV. Paris at night was everything Avery had imagined it would be, and more. The city was a living, breathing thing, its streets humming with energy. But despite the beauty all around her, Avery's focus was entirely on Kaia. They walked in silence for a while, the soft glow of street lamps guiding their way. Avery wasn't sure what to say, and that was new for her. Words had always been easy when it came to Kaia, but now, with her standing right there, they felt harder to grasp. The idea of building a real, tangible relationship felt daunting. What if they weren't the same people in person as they had been online? As they reached the river, Avery stopped, leaning against the railing to look out at the water. "This is beautiful," she said quietly, her voice barely above a whisper. Kaia nodded, standing close beside her. "Yeah, it is." For a moment, they stood in comfortable silence, the weight of the day finally settling in. Avery felt Kaia's hand brush against hers, and her heart skipped a beat. The small, simple gesture was everything she hadn't known she needed. Kaia's POV. As they stood by the Seine, Kaia felt the weight of their journey together settle over her. Avery was here, beside her, in a way that felt both impossible and inevitable. There had been so many moments when Kaia had doubted whether this day would ever come, and now that it had, she wasn't sure how to navigate it. "I never thought we'd actually get here," Kaia said softly, her gaze fixed on the water. "But I'm glad we did." Avery looked over at her, her eyes reflecting the soft glow of the city lights. "Me too," she whispered, her voice thick with emotion. For a moment, Kaia felt like everything was perfect, like they had finally crossed the distance between them. But then, the reality of what lay ahead hit her. The distance might be gone for now, but what about tomorrow? What about the months and years to come? Before Kaia could spiral further, Avery's hand found hers, fingers intertwining gently. It was a simple touch, but it grounded her in the present, in this moment. And for now, that was enough. On the next episode, Only Fate. The spark between Avery and Kaia burns bright, but as they begin to face the realities of their worlds colliding, doubts and fears surface. Can their connection survive the challenges ahead, or will the distance, emotional and physical, prove too much to overcome? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.